HipHopTalks.com Monday night. I got my boy Fresh Boy in the building.
Yo, what up?
Man, what's good with it?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm working hard and staying busy.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So why don't you go ahead and let's get it going, man. Let's take it from day one. How did it all start for you with this rap game?
Day one, okay. Pacific High School. That's 909. That's San Bernardino.
Okay.
There was this rap clique called DLC, and one of the members of it, I think his name was Tyrone. He told me to write a verse. Now, I ain't never before ever even thought about writing a verse.
Okay.
And he was like, just write one. I mean, that was a time when people were listening to Cash Money before it was Drake.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? So that next period in class, instead of doing my classwork, kids don't try that at home. I wrote a verse and the class was over and I found him and I rapped my verse to him. He looked confused and dazed because
he didn't expect it.
Yeah, he didn't expect it. So, I mean, from that point I was about 15, 16 till, you know, where I'm at now, man. That's how it began as far as rapping is concerned.
Okay, so some of your influences is Dr. Dre, Jay-Z,
oh, yeah.
Pac, Eminem, LL Cool J. You took and Rakim. You took it back right there, man. Most young dudes don't know nothing about them.
Well, well, that's the foundation of hip hop. You know,
yeah.
Cats like that. You know, they're some of the pillars that hold up what people are doing today. And these guys are legendary to me, and they influence me. You know, lyrically and just how they affected hip hop and American culture.
Okay, so what about them really caught your eye and caught your ear as a consumer?
As a consumer, Rakim, his lyrics, the stuff that he was saying at that time was beyond me. But as I got older, I would listen to his music. I'm like, wow, this dude was like teaching me as he's rapping, and it sounds good. And like LL was just, man, he's versatile.
Okay.
He raps to the women, and then he'll get lyrical and just mean.
Like when he Cannabis. Destroyed Cannabis. Man, I like Cannabis, but he shouldn't have did that.
I like Cannabis, man, but LL was just on a mainstream battle type thing and just
destroyed him.
He did his thing.
All right, man. So, so from writing that verse, where'd you go next with music? Like, what was your next step?
My next step, honestly, it was I was probably about 18, and it was like my birthday. And I told my dad, I was like, yo, I want a beat machine. He looked at me like, you want a beat machine? Yeah, I want a beat machine. So we went to like Sam Mash and like Lakewood or something like that. That's like Long Beach. And I got like a Roland 303 groove box. I was in love, man. It was like my first love, my first woman, and I made beats every day up until that point, up until today. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you still make beats?
Yeah, man. I still make beats. I love making beats. It's like almost like eating breakfast or lunch.
Okay, so
I gotta do it.
Explain that first feeling of that first beat you made. How'd you feel about it?
I felt like I was listening to Mass Confusion. It was just stuff on stuff on stuff. You know what I mean? But
did it take you a while to figure it out?
Actually somebody taught me about grooves and instrumentation and stuff like that, and where things go, and bass and stuff like that, which was my grandfather. So, from that point, I kind of created my own sound.
Okay. So, you got a mixtape out right now called Soak, and that stands for Son of a King.
Son of a King. It just means child of God. Not on a gospel tip, or just, I believe in a creator higher than me, and that inspires me and allows me to do what I do.
Okay, who's some of the people you worked with on that mixtape?
On that mixtape, man, it's just all me. And the only reason it's all me is because when I contact an artist or a producer and say, I'm working on this and I would like to work with you, if they're not moving at the same pace, it's just, I move forward without them.
It throws things off. Like, I got my homeboy Jay Moolah, me and him was talking the other day, He was like, man, I hate when I send a beat to somebody or I tell them I'm working on something, I want to feature you, and they play around for like 3 weeks, don't send it back, you don't hear nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
An artist named KYM just sent me a track. I think last week. I sent that back the next day.
Next day, get on there, like right here.
Yeah, the next day.
So who's some of the people that you're working with now?
Man, I'm actually trying to work with a few people. I'm trying to work with a producer named Ra. He's really good. KYM. I'm trying to work with someone named Gemma Lewis. I just met a nice vocalist today. I'm trying to work with somebody named Keith Andes. And, you know, that's pretty much it as far as in my circle that I have. There's somebody named Smokey Eli in North Carolina that I want to work with. He's a producer. And that's pretty much it as far as people I'm reaching out to.
Okay, so you got the beat machine, you started making beats. What kept you inspired and kept you motivated in this to keep going? Because a lot of people give up if it's not happening fast enough for them.
One day I threw my rhyme books away, right? And I was making beats and I just threw them away. My mom, she pulled them out the trash, slapped me upside my head and said I ain't raised no quitter. And, you know, I started to meet people who were successful and, you know, successful doing what I wanted to do. And that inspired me. You know, people with platinum plaques on the wall who would allow me to be in the studio with them.
Yeah.
So that kind of inspired me to keep going. I could see with my physical eyes that, you know, it's possible to succeed.
What's some of the most valuable information that you received from the people that kept you motivated or that actually motivated you to want to go harder?
Be yourself. Work hard. Stay determined. Forgive me about that. And just create your own sound. A lot of people, producers and artists, are kind of like duplicating what's hot.
Yeah.
And you know, I really don't want to follow that trend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's some of the tactics you gonna use to not follow that trend?
I'm gonna be myself, regardless if you like me or not.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I say that in the most humble way I can say it. Like I don't think that I was created to be like anybody else, and no one's gonna really stop me from being me. You know, there's only one way to do that.
And that's you.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, man, where do you plan on with the next project? It's gonna be called In My Reign.
In My Reign. Yeah, that's what it's
What could we be looking forward to hearing in that project that separates that one from the first project?
Features and production from other talented producers, and that's it. I think that will be a nice growth as far as people seeing me or hearing me doing things that I don't normally do, but still being myself.
Like what?
Just reaching out. I'm an introverted person, so me reaching out to somebody and trying something different as far as rapping a different way on an instrumental that I haven't produced, or allowing somebody else to write the hook, sing the hook and stuff like that, or even throw in other elements of music like jazz, or blues, or R&B and stuff like that, or even pop, you know, because I like all types of music.
Okay, and it's set to release 2015?
2015, In My Reign.
You got a date?
For sale. Not yet, but I'm pretty deep into the record as far as songs recorded and instrumentals that I have that I'm inspired to write to.
So how's it coming though? You feel it's coming along good? You feel you still need to tweak some things?
I still need to tweak some things, and I still need to live life a little bit more because I put a lot of myself in my music.
And that's the first time we heard that, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you do, I feel an artist, you know what I'm saying? I'm a DJ. When I make mixtapes, like, I try to, like, make the mixtape, make you hear what I'm going through or what I'm liking from the streets, from the music that I've been received.
Yeah, man, yeah. I'm glad you brought that up because I just got back from the East Coast, man, and I've seen the streets of DC, man, and it's inspired me, like, this sound that I want to create that will represent the pain I see on my people's faces.
Okay.
100.
All right, man. That's part one of the interview right there. We got a track we're gonna play from Fresh Boy. It's called "Everybody Know Me." You want to get into a little insight on that?
Everybody know me. It was just, it's like a cocky, arrogant type of thing. I was feeling
Myself.
this pretty girl and myself, and it's like everybody know me. You know what I mean? And I believe that's true. And if you don't know me, you will know me.
If you don't know him, you will know him. Fresh Boy is in the
Fresh
building.
Boy.
HipHopTalks.com, DJ Highlight.